You've tried the lettuce leaves for dinner. You've tried the working out at the gym till you drop. You've tried the dodgy, pricey weight loss supplement. But despite the concerted effort, the scale beams at you. You're just as fat this week as last week. Aish, what is wrong with you? Maybe you're fat deficient. In this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV, we explore if you're batting for the wrong team. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. For years, the gurus have proclaimed the formula for weight loss to be simple. Calories in must be less than calories out. And translated, this means, well, eating less and moving more. Now, anyone with a weight problem could tell that guru it's not so simple. So the formula is not the whole story. There is something missing. One of the factors that is not being considered is body temperature regulation. Did you know fat dogs and fat people are running on a cooler setting? Maybe it's time to stop focusing on calories in and calories out, and it's time to consider what's happening to the calories inside. Fat cells, which stands for brown adipose tissue, are meant to be part of the human infrastructure. These brown adipose tissues are designed to be our built-in heaters. When the temperatures begin to fall, our fat cells fire up and begin burning. The first thing they burn is the fat stored within them. When they've exhausted this supply, they begin reaching into the cookie jar, the stores in your white fat cells, or whites, and using up the stores in the cupboard brings relief to those stressed out fat cells and helps to flatten your protruding belly. Unfortunately, in a warm, modern world, fat cells are thin on the ground. But this situation is not irreparable. This is the finding of a group of Japanese researchers. The researchers recruited 51 healthy male volunteers, all of whom were pretty skinny. They were scanned using fluorodeoxyglucose positron emission tomography for signs of fat activity. Just under half of them, 22, showed no evidence of any fat activity. Effectively, they were fat deficient. Now, these 22 recruits were then divided into treatment groups. One group, the control, carried on living normally. The second group were required to do hard labor in Siberia. I know, it sounds horrific. Actually, all that happened is these guys had to spend 2 hours of their day in a coldish room. The temperature dial was not set for a Siberian winter at minus 40 degrees Celsius. the temperature was set to be 17 degrees Celsius. Cold, but not freezing. Unless you're a South African like me, our definition of cold is anything under 20 degrees. The participants had to endure the cold al natural. No jackets, no heaters. They were wearing clothes. It wasn't that al natural. Fortunately, 17 degrees is not so cold that your teeth knock together through shivering, but it is cold enough to fire up your body's non-shivering thermogenesis mechanism, which, you guessed it, involves fat cells. Amazingly, the trip to Siberia caused these already skinny guys to become skinnier. No, not on the outside, but on the inside. Their body weight remained stable. The amount of fat mass decreased. Big time! The amount of fat decreased on average by 5.2%. Impressive, since these guys officially did not have excess fat to begin with. And significant, because fat mass is believed to be behind metabolic troubles. So, your next trip, stop thinking warm. You want to go cold. Siberia should be on your holiday list if you want to turn into a fat-burning machine. Of course, you don't need to travel to exotic locations to freeze your tush off. You can do it in the comforts of your own home. Here are a few ways to get started. If you're in a warmer climate, turn down the air conditioner in the office to 17 degrees. Then sit there. Do not put on a jersey, or go for a swim instead of a jog, or take an ice cold shower. If you're in a cooler climate, then avoid turning on the central heating, and only put a sweater on when the temperature has dived below 15 degrees. Just watch that you don't do too much compensatory eating. If this happens, the fat that you're burning will just be replenished. Want more secrets to weight loss? Download our free report, which will show you 10 different ways to use biology rather than psychology to curb your appetite, so you create better body chemistry. Visit our website, www.betterbodychemistry.com, for more tips and strategies that will help you optimize your health. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Got friends and family that have tried everything to lose weight? Help them bat for the winning team and spread the word by sharing this video. And be sure to subscribe to our channel to be notified of future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.